American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. It's an NBA Wednesday night on ESPN as we get set for Darren Williams and the Dallas Mavericks taking on Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. As we get things started, Jeff, who on the Warriors do you think they need to keep an eye out for here tonight?
You can't speak about Klay Thompson without mentioning Steph Curry. And likewise, you can't mention Steph Curry without talking about Klay Thompson. I see them as a tandem. Their play last year gives you pause to say, this is a special, special offensive backcourt.
You know, Jeff, so much made of DeAndre Jordan not going to the Dallas Mavericks. That's got to hurt, although they recovered by getting a couple of other good key players.
But, Mike, they thought they had a defensive cornerstone to their program in DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, they got Zaza Pachulia, who I think has always performed better than he's been given credit for. I love his toughness. But to lose DeAndre Jordan is going to set them back for quite a bit of period of time.
Curry against Williams. Curry fires it up again from three. The Warriors with the offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity. Williams against Curry. Nowitzki for two, puts it up, and Dirk Nowitzki with a nice look, sinks it. He's averaging 17 points per game this season. Jeff, Klay Thompson had that, gets it to go, plus the foul. And the foul is called against Harris. And Klay Thompson will go to the line with under a minute and a half to go in the first quarter.
That's big-time play right there. Finishing the shot through the contact, and now goes to the free throw line.
Nowitzki for two, gets that one to drop. He's averaging 17 points per game this season. Curry against Williams. Thompson fires yet again. Thompson's shot off target. Parsons bringing it up. Fires away for two. Knocks it down. Half a minute to go here in the first. Dallas is up by one. Curry jump shot. Puts it in. That's a long two-pointer.
The assist from number 11, Klay Thompson.
Williams coming across. Nowitzki for two. Bogut the rebound. Final seconds, and the shot counts. So that'll end the first quarter. Dallas is down by 4. We'll be right back with more Wednesday night basketball here on ESPN after the break. Jeff, remember we were talking about Klay Thompson's 37 points in the single quarter. Imagine if there was a three-point line when George Gervin was playing. How many would he have scored on a given night?
Yeah, and I think George Gervin has a legitimate beef, Mike. He said, hey, I scored the 33 points without the benefit of the three-point line. It makes you think, do all these records need to have an asterisk next to them when you talk about the three-point line? The scoring leaders, all of these things to me have been changed and will continue to change because of the impact of the three-point shot.
The assist from number 40.
Golden State is leading Dallas by a score of 13-8. big acquisition in the offseason for the Mavericks. Darren Williams, at one time, maybe the best point guard in the NBA. Boy, do the Mavericks hope he can get back there, Jeff.
Back when he was with Utah, Mike, people were talking about he and Chris Paul, who was the better point guard. And there was a legit argument to be made for both players. He goes to Brooklyn, he has some injuries, and now he comes to Dallas. Back home, the Mavericks need him to be great.
Nowitzki for two again here, able to put it in. And Dirk Nowitzki with 6 points in the second quarter.
Hey, you can only control what you can control. The defense there was great. It was just a better shot.
Curry against Williams, puts it up for two. And Stephen Curry with the bucket. He's got 10 points thus far. 2 minutes gone by in the second. Dallas is down by 5. Harris from three-point territory. Oh, a little too strong. Nowitzki for two, lets it go. Converts on the inside. At the rim. And Dallas is called for their first team foul. And Klay Thompson will go to the free throw line and shoot more free throws.
Good offense is about getting your best players their best shots in their best spots. Here, an aggressive move. You're a great free throw shooter. Earn your way to the free throw line. Take the contact. Take the foul. Work your way there and knock them in.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To the basket, flips it up, and Darren Williams with a two-pointer.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense. Good offense won out that time.
Curry fires for three. The Warriors with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. It'll count if it goes. Oh, and it counts as the quarter comes to an end. And he just flips it up as time winds down. That's it for the first half. The Mavs down by 5. We send it now to Jalen Rose.
Welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report, brought to you by yours truly, Jalen Rose. The Warriors worked hard for their halftime lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Mavericks were definitely sluggish with their scoring to start this game. And no matter what kind of defense you're playing, if you're not leading on the scoreboard, you're not winning the game. It really is that simple.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Steph Curry was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Let's have a look at the shot chart.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Top plays And we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
Mike and Jeff are ready to get started, so we send it back to them now.
For the second half of this game. If you're just joining us, along with me is Jeff Van Gundy. I'm Mike Green. Dallas is in another nip and tuck game. Jeff, they're trailing, but they did a lot of good things in that first half.
A lot of positives, Mike. A lot of good things happened there in the first half. They've got to continue working at the game, continue building their habits, and you've just got to trust that if you do the right things on the floor, good results will follow.
Jeff, remember when our buddy Mark was coaching the Warriors and he called Curry and Thompson the greatest shooting backcourt in the history of the game? We mocked him back then, but he might be right.
Yeah, I said, there goes that fool talking again. But hey, the fool was right. The Splash Brothers are the absolute best shooting backcourt of all time. Mark Jackson got it right.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Puts it up, hits for 2. And Stephen Curry with 12 points.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Williams against Curry. To the rim, and Darren Williams with a nice play.
For 2. The assist from number 3.
Curry walks it across. Bogut fires. It's good. A 2-pointer. Golden State shooting 55% from the field tonight. Here's the pick.
1 minute left in the third.
Parsons. Touch there, not this time.
Hey, that's a tough shot, but I'd rather have a good player taking a bad shot than a bad player taking a good shot.
Curry from downtown and hits the 3. Stephen Curry with 15 points.
There are not many players that shoot that straight on 3 like he does.
Williams on the drive. Gets to the rim. An easy layup, but it won't go.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Barnes for 2, shoots away. He puts it up. Rebound snatched by Green. Third quarter in the books. Dallas is down by 5. We'll be right back with more Wednesday night basketball here on ESPN after the break. As we head to the fourth quarter, another close game, high scoring. It's been one of the more entertaining games we've seen in a while.
It sure has been. This has been a stat sheet stuffer. Everyone putting up big numbers. Most importantly, both teams have a chance to get the W.
From beyond the arc, Curry shot from three-point land, no good. Parsons against Barnes. Oh, rejected, and he draws the foul. Andrew Bogut picks up his first personal of the night.
Team foul number 1 for Dallas. Chandler Parsons.
And he hits the first free throw. misses the second free throw. He goes 1 for 2. Curry looking to dupe the defense, draws the double team, nails the jumper from downtown. Golden State's 4 for 11 from outside.
Sweet stroke, sweet result. 3 points.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Parsons jumper, nails it.
Once again, you can see why these are the best athletes in the world. Nowhere to go, no time basically left on the shot clock, and he was able to manufacture a great field goal because of his innate ability.
The assist from number 30, Stephen Curry.
In the paint. Oh, nice move. 2 points.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
Screen set nicely. Wide open for 3. And Stephen Curry with the play from way downtown. He's knocked down 5 3-pointers in this matchup.
Again, that's another example of quality NBA offense. Moving the ball, searching the open man out, and then finally knocking it in.
To the basket. Draws the foul. It's called against Curry. That's his first. And Darren Williams will go to the line with under a minute to go here in the fourth.
That was a tough situation right there. Do you let him shoot the easy basket, or do you foul a good free throw shooter late in the game? I think they made a good play, and even though he's a good free throw shooter, make him earn it at the line.
Oh, they're very much alive now. Just a 6-point game. And he throws back the dunk. As we wind down this game, timeout called here in the fourth.
The strategy is simple right now. You come out of the timeout, you execute, you get a score. And then you have to trust your defense. No unnecessary fouls. Just get another stop. And then go out in transition. Get out on the break.
Oh, excellent screen. Gets it off. Parsons' shot for 2, misses. And the ref calls it an intentional foul.
When you're down late in the fourth quarter of a game, you have to gamble and try to create some havoc. Here they fouled, but they're not in the penalty, so it's just going to result in a side out of bounds.
Knocks down the first one. He hits the pair of free throws. Their lead is now 8. Williams against Curry. Puts it up. Oh, clutch shot. Get him for the foul. They had to do it. Stop the clock.
Chandler Parsons, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3, Dallas Mavericks are in the penalty.
First free throw, perfect. He hits the pair of free throws. Their lead is now 8. And this one is over. The final score is 40-32. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for watching and good night.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors put together a nice win here today. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors. The Mavericks suffered from a lacking offense in this contest. I hate to say it, but I just don't have enough time in this segment to explain everything they could have done better.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Steph Curry really showed off his talents in today's matchup. He couldn't be contained offensively, and he put on quite a show on his way to being the game leader in points. Unfortunately for the opposition, his scoring output only got better after the halftime break. He was a force offensively and deserves all the attention. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. It's been important.